It is Wednesday, March 31st, 2021, and you are tuned into DIRTRACKR Daily. I'm Justin Fiedler. The All-Stars released their full-time driver roster yesterday, so we'll double back and get you prepped before this weekend's racing. We've also got fresh podcast episodes, today's streaming schedule, and more, so let's jump in. The All-Star Circuit of Champions returned to racing this weekend after a 2-month break following Florida and Georgia. They head to Attica Raceway Park this weekend with a new series title sponsor in Flow Racing and 11 full-time drivers ready to fight it out for the championship. That opening stretch of races earlier in the season is a nice tune-up for a lot of drivers and teams, but the races start paying points this weekend, and the racing will ramp up for sure. With three-time and defending champion Aaron Reitzel's departure to the Outlaws and Roth Motorsports, this year's All-Star title fight is completely wide open, and as such, we've seen a lot of teams and drivers step into the series. The 11 full-time confirmed drivers we will see this season are Lucas Wolfe, Brent Marx, Tyler Courtney, TJ Michael, Zeb Wise, Ian Madsen, Justin Peck, Bill Balog, Corey Eliason, Hunter Schoonenberg, and Kyle Reinhart. The one driver who was talked about as a possible series regular but didn't end up joining was Zach Hampton. If you don't know about some of these guys, or maybe all of them, I wanted to run you through and just give you a bit of detail on each today. Some are fairly well known and some are definitely not. First up is Lucas Wolfe. Lucas has been a Central Pennsylvania regular in recent years, knocking down a bunch of wins across those racetracks. He also has an outlaw win on his resume and has been a full-time outlaw competitor for several seasons. He did that in the late 2000s and early 2010s. He's taking over the Cauldron Motorsports 07, and his talent and experience on a tour could pay big dividends for that team this season. Brent Marx joins the All-Stars full-time this season after running a pick-and-choose schedule in 2020 with his CJB Motorsports team. Marx came up through the Pennsylvania sprint car ranks and was a full-time outlaw competitor for 3 seasons from 2017 through 2019. Marx is a past winner with both the All-Stars and Outlaws, and I believe could be a serious contender for the championship in 2021. I do think that team needs to find just a little bit of consistency, though. Moving over from mostly midget and non-wing competition with USAC, Tyler Courtney will contend the full All-Star season with Clausen Marshall Racing under the guidance of Tim Clausen. Courtney has previous titles with both the USAC midgets and sprint cars, but isn't a complete stranger to winged competition. He ran a sizable wing schedule in 2020, which included top 5 and top 10 finishes with both the Outlaws and All-Stars. His talent behind the wheel and rapid improvement with more winged seat time could make him a title contender as well. A lot of people have talked about him, and I kind of think he's an outside shot. Some people think that he might be a favorite here. I think he's probably somewhere in between. TJ Michael is back full-time with the All-Stars after a few seasons away, having run last full-time in 2017. Michael is from Texas but has a ton of experience on Ohio's dirt tracks, including multiple wins with the Fast Series. He just picked up a win this last weekend at Waynesfield Raceway Park. In his last full-time season with the All-Stars, he finished 7th in the standings with 2 top 10 finishes. I think he should easily eclipse that top 10 finish number this season. I do think he's made some improvements since his last foray with the All-Stars. After winning Rookie of the Year with the All-Stars in 2020, Zeb Wise is back for his second full-time All-Star run, but he's going to do it with a different team. He's moved from the Sam McGee Motorsports 11 over to his own Wise Pretty Racing at number 10. Wise is the youngest driver to ever win a USAC National Midget feature, and he's partnering up with veteran crew chief Wayne Pretty to tackle the 2021 schedule. In his first year with the All-Stars, he had 3 top 5 and 19 top 10 finishes. Another year on the road, along with an experienced crew chief on the wrenches, could make Wise a regular threat for race wins. Replacing Wise in the Sam McGee 11 is veteran driver and Australian native Ian Madsen. Madsen has wins with both the All-Stars and Outlaws, and his experience full-time with the Outlaws will be a benefit to the team that finished 3rd in the standings in 2020. He has 5 second-place finishes with the All-Stars in his last 29 starts, and it wouldn't surprise me to see him grab a few wins in 2021. Justin Peck is joining the series full-time this year, taking over the Buick 13 ride from Paul McMahon. McMahon and the 13 finished top 5 in the standings each of the past 3 years, and with what we've seen from Peck so far this season, that team could be a serious nightly threat. From Indiana, Peck has 2 Central Pennsylvania wins in recent weeks at Port Royal and Williams Grove, and looks strong in early season races with the Outlaws and All-Stars. There's no reason to think they couldn't be a top 5 contender all season long. With 10 IRA Sprint Car Championships on his resume, there is no doubting Bill Balog's pedigree. He and his B-Squared Motorsports team will try and replicate their success with the All-Stars this year. The North Pole Nightmare will be up for Rookie of the Year honors and will be looking for his first ever All-Star win. His Outlaw win in 2016 at Beaver Dam showed he can compete on the national stage. Back for his 3rd season full-time, California's Corey Eliason and his Rudine Racing team are the favorite for the championship, I believe. He battled Aaron Reitzel down the stretch in 2020, eventually settling for 2nd, but his team did rack up 3 wins, 23 top 5s, and 32 top 10s. Eliason is capable of winning any night out with the All-Stars or Outlaws, and in recent weeks has started picking up some momentum, including a podium finish at Cotton Bowl with the Outlaws. If you're going to win the All-Star title in 2021, you'll have to go through the Rudine 26. Another rookie in 2021 is Missouri's Hunter Schoonenberg. He and his Vermeer Motorsports team will join the series full-time after running a pick-and-choose schedule in 2020. Schoonenberg is a past winner with USAC, MSCS, MOA, and the IRA, and most recently picked up a 410 win at Attica in Ohio. He had 3 top 5s and 5 top 10s in 17 All-Star starts last year. I wouldn't be surprised to see him sneak up and grab an All-Star win this season. And rounding out the field is New Jersey's Kyle Reinhardt aboard the RQM number 91. Reinhardt gave up his engineering career in 2019 and moved to Pennsylvania to chase his dream of being a sprint car racer. This will be his first full shot with the big series. He's already won in Central Pennsylvania and was impressive starting the season at Screven in Georgia, driving from 7th to finish 2nd behind Aaron Reitzel on January 30th. Talked about this earlier in the year, but this All-Star title hunt will be one of the more compelling battles to watch all season. I think there are at least 4 or 5 guys who could win this championship and even more who could win races. We'll talk more about the All-Stars at Attica on Friday, including those win predictions from the DIRTRACKR.com analytics prediction formula. If you're in the mood for some more dirt racing audio this week, the new podcast episodes keep coming in hot. Wing Nation has Bobby Johnson, DJ Foos, and Justin Peck. Loud Pedal has Kevin Thomas Jr. and Matt Weaver. They've also got an episode with Aaron Evernham. Stick Signals has Brandon Shepard. Forward Bite has Josh Rice. Ohio Dirt has Dwayne Hancock and Hunter Schoonenberg. Passing Points has Shane Stewart, and there are new episodes of The Dirt Nerds, Wednesdays with Wayne, and the Midwest Autosports podcast. To see the full list of shows and episodes, visit DIRTRACKR.com/podcasts. If you know of any shows that I don't have listed there, please reach out and let me know. I do try to keep up on that as best I can, but there are a few that have fallen through the cracks. There are 2 items on the streaming schedule today. Flow Racing has Flow 24/7, and Dirt Vision has another round of Dirt Car Esports action featuring UMP Modifieds at Bristol Motor Speedway. To see the full daily streaming schedule with links to watch, visit DIRTRACKR.com/watch tonight. That's it for the show today. Hope everybody has a good Wednesday. If you have thoughts about the topics on today's show, please leave them in the comments below or tweet at me. You can find DIRTRACKR Daily where you get podcasts, plus YouTube and Facebook. If you like what I'm doing, please subscribe and leave a review. You can email the show at info@dirttracker.com. I do check those every single day. You can follow Dirt Tracker on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Dirt Tracker. And you can check out the website for all kinds of cool dirt racing stuff by visiting dirttracker.com. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow for more Dirt Tracker Daily.